Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Now for today's video I have absolutely no plan whatsoever. I just thought, seeing as though I have nothing to do today, I would use it as productively as I possibly can. I feel like I'm way overexposed. Is that better? There we go. I feel like I would use it as productively as I can to get a little bit of work done. I've started some work, some maths work, and I need to finish it. I've got one question to finish. I need to find my laptop, which is up there, so back in a minute. I've got it. I didn't go too far. Yeah, I just thought I'd bring you along with me today. I feel like I say that in every one of my videos, which, you know, it's nice to bring you along. We're working downstairs today. I'm not in my office. My dad's currently in there because he's working from home. So we are currently at the coffee table, the table that's next to the sofa. We can call it a coffee table. And we need to get some work done. So that's the plan. I'm going to move this candle so that you can see what's going on. Okay, can you see? Cool. The work that we have been set, well, a couple of times we've had to submit the work. Other times we've just had to, you know, like do it ourselves. But this we have to submit because it's an exam paper. We've been given 3, but we only have to submit 1. So I've only got 1 question. Today is, it's the 1st of May today. Friday the 1st of May. It's due in on the 4th. So that's Monday. So we've got 1 more question. Let's have a look. Question 6 is the last one. Okay, we don't have an answer sheet for this one. Also, I am waiting for a very exciting call. I don't know how much I can say, so I'm not going to say anything, but I was contacted last night about something very exciting. So if it does go ahead, I will let you know as soon as it does go ahead. But it's very exciting. Also, my last video, I hope you enjoyed. It was a real-time study with me. If you haven't seen it, I studied for 45 minutes. And if you want a little bit of company whilst you're studying, you feel like you need that little bit of motivation, make it feel as though you've got someone studying with you, then by all means, you can put me on in the background, my previous video. We need to get some work done. I'm going to read the question first, so let's do that. It says, a leisure company owns boats of three of the following types. Did I just get a notification? I did. Moving on. The leisure company is willing to donate boats to a local sports club to accommodate up to 40 people. Excuse me, I'm trying to study here. Thank you, it's gone now. X, Y, and Z represent the number of 2, 4, and 8-person boats. What? So is that 40 people on each boat or 40 people on all boats? I'm not sure. I'm going to have to do a little bit of Googling. Great, nothing has come up. Model this as a linear programming problem and simplify expressions so that they have integer coefficients. Right, don't use this as an example solution to the question because I might be wrong. You see, I do further maths and we have modules. We have Core PR1, Core PR2, and then I do as option modules FP1, which is further pure maths, and D1, which is decision maths. Decision maths is completely different to any other maths that I've ever done. Pure maths, nothing like it. Statistics, mechanics, nothing like it. It's just a math on its own. And I'm not going to lie, I don't like it. You don't have to like all parts of maths to study maths because you can specialise in different parts and that's fine. But we just had to do 4 modules and decision maths we were given because it's supposed to be an easy module that there's just a lot of remembering. As long as you've learnt the stuff, you just have, I know that seems a bit strange me saying, but there's lots of things to remember, like definitions and things like that. But we've got to submit this. So, question 6. 4x, 3x, and 14x. Oh, I think it might be. I need to think here. 40. However, the maximum combined length of the boats. X plus Y plus Z. I think X plus Y plus Z has to be less than 40. Oh, I'm not sure. Yes, I'm going to ask Lauren, then I'll get back to you. Okay, we've asked Lauren. She says she's putting the Asda shopping away, so we have to wait for Lauren, but that's absolutely fine. We can do something else. So, why is this not letting me shut? No, not that. I don't know how to use this. Maths, found it. Okay, we have some other past papers. So, further maths, pure paper 3. Okay, we'll do this one. Oh, I think I've done this one before. Oh, no, I've definitely not done this one before. Okay, we've got to express that in partial fractions. Okay. Also, if you are wondering, if you're stuck on studying or you're stuck to do, give me 1 minute whilst I find this, exam papers. if you're revising maths, I really advise that you talk out what you're doing. Literally, it's what I'm doing right now. I'm not actually, I don't mean this rudely, I'm not actually talking to you. This is how I revise. And I just talk to myself out loud, and I find it engages me in what I'm doing. Obviously in exams you can't do that, so I talk to myself in my head, obviously, just like I do it here. But talk to yourself out loud because it's really helpful. Now we need to express this in partial fractions. So, question 1. So b equals 1, a equals minus 1. Then we could substitute those in, I think. Yes, we can. Minus 1 over 2r plus 1 plus 1 over 2r minus 1. So, then we do that, and that is now expressed in partial fractions. I need my calculator, it's upstairs. Tell you what, come with me, let me detach you from this. Let's make a drink first before we get our calculator. Let's make a drink. If anybody hasn't tried this, by the way, no one cares, but I'm telling you, apple and cherry cordial. Very nice, we bought it by mistake. It's very good, so let me get a cup. I want a bigger one than that. Got one, it was right above me. I like my cordial strong. Lots of cordial. Okay, see you in a minute. Ta-da! Let's go. We need to get my calculator, so let's go and do that. Got my calculator. Ta-da! And my drink. Refreshing. Let's get back to this. I need to recheck that I've done this right because I don't think I was focusing. That's right. 2a plus 2b equals 0. Yes. Minus, yeah. Okay. That's that in partial fraction form. Now, use the methods of differences to show that. Oh, well, we'll know that we get this right if we get the answer that we need, because the answer... Give you a tip, these are really good questions when you have the answer in the question. Like it's a proof question, or it's a show that question, or given, you know, questions that say given that this, prove this. Good questions, because you know that if you get the answer in the question, you've got it right. So let's see if we get it. The summation of 1 over 2n minus, I can't think, minus 3. Hey! And then the 2 on the bottom there and the 2 on the bottom there will cancel to give n over 2n plus 1. And a little exam tip, if anyone's still watching at this point, very useful. I'm overexposed again. Very useful if you are doing a proof question or a show that question, write down next to the answer as required. So that's what I'm going to do, as required. Because then the examiner, what they do, or what I've been told that they do, is they look at your final answer when they're marking your exam paper, and if you've got that, your working is probably right for you to get the right answer at the end. If you've not got that final answer, then they look back through their answer. But if they see that you've got the correct answer and that you've got as required, as required next to it, then they can see, okay, this person has probably got full marks for this question. Boom. Moving on. Question 2. Express Z2 in the form a plus ib, where a and b are real numbers. So, and then that will become 3 over 2 minus 3 over 2 root 3, or we can put it 3 root 3 over 2i. And what's good about this question is you can check it on your calculator. Is 3 over 2 minus 3 root 3 over 2i. So already we know that we've got it right. And that's also what's useful about your calculators. That's not cheating, that's checking. Then part B says find the modulus and argument of Z2. Oh, this is such a nice question because all we have to do is put it in our calculator. So Oh God, let me see if I can remember how to do this. Yes, I can. So the modulus of Z2 is 3 and the argument of Z2 is minus pi over 3. Does it say argument in radians in terms of pi? Perfect. Part C, for Z1 being 3i, that's pretty easy. Z2, we know, we just worked out, is 3 over 2 minus 3 root 3 over 2i. And Z1 plus Z2. So Z1 plus Z2, we can just do that on a calculator. Answer plus 3i is 3 over 2 plus 6 minus 3 root 3 over 2i. That's lovely. Okay, straighten the line. Let's draw these on an Argand diagram. So if you're here and you don't do further maths, then an Argand diagram is just a way of putting numbers on what looks like the x and y axis, but actually what I'm dealing with here is numbers that aren't actually real, because I is the square root of -1, and I have a video coming out very soon on a very cool channel explaining a little bit about complex numbers and imaginary numbers, so look out for that. But what I'm doing here is dealing with those numbers, so we can't represent them on an x and y axis like normal coordinates, so they go on what's called an Argand diagram. The x-axis here is the real axis, so the horizontal axis is the real axis. You shouldn't really call it the x-axis. And the y-axis, or the vertical axis, is the imaginary. So, question 3. The curve C1 has the equation y equals 3 sine 2x, and C2 has the equation y equals 13 minus 3e to the 2x. Sketch the graph of the curves C1 and C2 on a set of axes. Questions like this I like, because all I have to do is put them in this nice device. Now this is a graphical calculator, and it's very useful for questions where you're asked to draw the graph. Here, we go into menu 5. I've just drawn them as 2 separate graphs. Now you can see what's going on. So this one and this one are 2 separate graphs, and we've been asked to sketch them. So we press equals to sketch them like this. You can zoom out to see what's going on. So the blue one is the shine graph. Now it's not sine, it's shine, hyperbolic functions. And the red one is the E graph. So I need to sort of get that shape. So hopefully I will be able to do that. It's quite cozy down here. So we need to draw a set of axes first. Comes down like that. Kind of what's happening there. Yeah, right. Now we need to solve, and we need to look at the y-intercept. That's just got a y-intercept of 0. Yeah, that one has a y-intercept of 10. Oh, that's going to have an asymptote of 13, isn't it? Or is it not? Let's see how far we can go, and let's see what it approaches. As y gets bigger, or as x gets smaller, what does y approach to? Let's try that. So let's start off with -1. 12.59. Let's do -10. 12.999. Let's do -13. 13. -15. Okay, so it says 13, but it will approach it. So we'll add a straight line along there, and that is x equals 13. So the x value, so I need to work out the x value as y gets smaller and smaller and smaller. That's right. So let's delete all this from the calculator. A half natural log 13 minus answer, all divided by 3. I'm still here. Hopefully you are as well. Hopefully I'm not talking to myself. I am, really. Is that right? Oh, yes, it is. As y gets smaller, -1, -10, -100. Is it approaching anything? Have I done this right? No, I've not done this right at all, I don't think. Unless we put a really big number in, does it approach something? No, I've set that up wrong. I'm going to move on. And don't feel guilty if that's what you have to do. If you're doing an exam paper and you think, I'm not getting this, it would be more useful for you to move on to a question that you do understand and get done, especially in a time like this where we're working from home. We don't all want to be doing this work because it's hard to do it in our own home. Then just move on and do something that you're going to enjoy, because you know, it's fun to do a little bit of maths, and if you're really getting frustrated over a question, your teachers would tell you this in school as well. Move on to the next question. Especially with it being an exam paper, it's useful to do that. I'll just put here that I also need to do 3B as well, and that we've starred that. Okay, 4A. Use the standard results. I need to Google what the standard results are. N plus 1 over 2n plus 1. And hello, it's me again. Kind of a bit of abrupt end to the studying because today has now changed a little bit. Lauren got back to us, by the way. She sent me how to set up the equations, so hopefully I can do the rest of the question now. But I'm just answering some emails now about my video that's going up on a very cool channel. Just a few amendments. I'll let you know more about that when it goes up. And I've just come off a phone call with, I'm just going to say the BBC. I know, that's pretty exciting. I don't know if I can say anything, so I'm just going to leave it at that, but it's very exciting. So now I'm answering some emails. I'm still sat here at my coffee table, if you want to call it a coffee table, and yeah, answering some emails. So let's cue a time lapse. Okay, email has been sent, and now I'm re-editing a video. So, that's cool. It's keeping me occupied, a little bit of a break from doing my studying, and I'm going to re-edit this video. I don't know how much I'm going to get done. I'm not too sure, so we'll just see how far we get. But yeah, cue another time lapse. Pardon?
Is it, can you spell it?
How do I spell what?
Log. Is it a V?
Yeah. It's time to make a whipped coffee. Yay! Hello, I'm back. I've got my whipped coffee, but I have drank the majority of it. The problem with this is I just drink it way too fast, but I've got it with me. I'm going to carry on editing a video now and then go back and do some more maths, finish the question that I was stuck with earlier on in the video, and then I'll be watching the chase. So that's it. That's all I've got for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. It really, really does help me out. And subscribe if you want to. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!